Show Your Work: 10 Ways to Share Your Creativity and Get Discovered. Author, Austin Kleon. Introduction. Austin Kleon is an artist and author whose work focuses on creativity, innovation, and self-promotion. In his book Show Your Work, Kleon challenges the traditional notion of the lone genius by encouraging artists, writers, and other creative professionals to share their work with others and build a following. Kleon argues that in today's digital age, it's no longer enough to simply create great work. Artists must also be able to promote themselves and connect with others in order to gain recognition for their work. He encourages readers to be transparent about their creative process, sharing their sketches, drafts, and works in progress with others in order to build a community and create buzz around their work. Throughout the book, Kleon offers practical advice and inspiring examples of artists and writers who have successfully shared their work with others. He emphasizes the importance of using social media to promote oneself and one's work, connecting with like-minded individuals, and taking advantage of opportunities to collaborate with others. Kleon also addresses common fears and misconceptions about self-promotion, offering strategies for overcoming them and building confidence in one's creative abilities. He emphasizes the importance of embracing vulnerability, accepting criticism, and staying true to one's own unique voice and perspective. Overall, Show Your Work is a valuable resource for anyone looking to build a following and gain recognition for their creative work. It emphasizes the importance of being transparent about one's creative process, connecting with a community, and using social media to promote oneself and one's work. Kleon's practical advice and inspiring examples make it a must-read for anyone looking to make a name for themselves in the creative world. Chapter 1: You Don't Have to Be a Genius. In the first chapter, Austin Kleon encourages readers to embrace their creativity and to share their work with others. Kleon believes that too often people believe that in order to be successful in creative fields, one has to be a genius. He argues that this belief is a myth and that anyone can create something valuable. Kleon encourages readers to start by sharing their work with a small audience, such as friends or family members. This can help to build confidence and provide valuable feedback. He also advises readers to embrace the process of creating, rather than focusing solely on the end product. By sharing the creative process, readers can inspire others and create a community around their work. Kleon stresses the importance of being authentic and true to oneself when creating. He believes that by sharing one's unique perspective and voice, a creator can make their work stand out and resonate with others. He also encourages readers to view their work as a never-ending process, rather than a finished product. This mindset can help to alleviate the pressure to create something perfect and allow for experimentation and growth. Throughout the chapter, Kleon provides numerous examples of successful creatives who have embraced these principles. He emphasizes that success in the creative world is not solely based on talent or genius, but also on hard work, persistence, and the ability to connect with others. Overall, Chapter 1 of Show Your Work encourages readers to embrace their creativity, share their work, and connect with others in the creative community. By being authentic, embracing the process, and sharing their unique perspectives, anyone can create something valuable and make a contribution to the world of creativity. Chapter 2: Think Process, Not Product. Austin Kleon emphasizes the importance of focusing on the process of creating, rather than solely on the final product. Kleon argues that too often, creators become fixated on the end result and miss out on the valuable lessons and experiences that come with the process. Kleon encourages readers to document and share their creative process, including the mistakes and failures that come along with it. By sharing the process, readers can connect with others who are going through similar experiences and gain valuable feedback and support. Kleon also advises readers to be open to collaboration and to share their work in progress with others. This can help to spark new ideas and bring fresh perspectives to the creative process. Throughout the chapter, Kleon provides examples of successful creatives who have embraced this process-oriented mindset. He notes that by focusing on the process, these creatives were able to overcome obstacles and ultimately achieve success. Kleon also addresses the fear of failure that often accompanies the creative process. He encourages readers to embrace failure as a natural part of the process and to use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Overall, Chapter 2 of Show Your Work encourages readers to shift their focus from the final product to the creative process itself. By documenting and sharing the process, being open to collaboration, and embracing failure, readers can gain valuable insights, connect with others, and ultimately achieve success in their creative endeavors. Chapter 3 Share Something Small Every Day. In Chapter 3, Austin Kleon encourages readers to share something small related to their creative work every day. Kleon argues that sharing daily updates is a great way to build an audience and gain momentum in the creative process. Kleon suggests that sharing something small each day can help to break down the perception that creative work is mysterious or inaccessible. By sharing the process and progress, readers can demystify the creative process and make it more relatable to others. Kleon advises readers to embrace different platforms for sharing, such as social media, blogs, and email newsletters. He also suggests using hashtags and other strategies to reach a wider audience. Throughout the chapter, Kleon provides examples of creatives who have successfully built an audience by sharing something small every day. He notes that consistency is key and encourages readers to make a habit of sharing regularly. Kleon also acknowledges that sharing can be intimidating, particularly for those who are just starting out. He encourages readers to embrace vulnerability and to not be afraid of sharing imperfect work. Overall, Chapter 3 of Show Your Work emphasizes the importance of sharing something small related to creative work every day. By doing so, readers can build an audience, gain momentum in the creative process, and make the creative process more accessible to others. Chapter 4 Open Up Your Cabinet of Curiosities. Austin Kleon encourages readers to embrace their inner collector and curate a personal cabinet of curiosities, a collection of objects, ideas, and inspiration that can fuel their creativity. Kleon notes that many great artists and thinkers throughout history have had their own cabinets of curiosities, including Leonardo da Vinci, who famously collected animal skeletons and anatomical drawings, and Walt Disney, who filled his office with art, books, and other objects that inspired him. Kleon suggests that readers can build their own cabinets of curiosities by collecting items that inspire them, such as books, photographs, souvenirs, and other objects, and displaying them in a way that reflects their personality and interests. He notes that the act of collecting can be a way to spark new ideas and make unexpected connections between different fields and disciplines. By embracing their inner collector and curator, readers can expand their creative horizons and develop a unique perspective on the world. Throughout the chapter, Kleon provides examples of creatives who have built their own cabinets of curiosities, including writers, artists, and designers. He also encourages readers to share their own collections with others, either online or in person. Overall, Chapter 4 of Show Your Work encourages readers to embrace their inner collector and curate a personal cabinet of curiosities that can fuel their creativity and inspire new ideas. By surrounding themselves with objects and ideas that inspire them, readers can expand their horizons and develop a unique perspective on the world. Chapter 5 Tell Good Stories. In Chapter 5, Austin Kleon emphasizes the importance of storytelling for sharing one's creative work and connecting with an audience. Kleon notes that humans are naturally drawn to stories and that storytelling can be a powerful tool for communicating ideas and emotions. He suggests that artists and creators should focus on telling good stories about their work rather than just promoting their products or services. Kleon provides a few key tips for telling good stories, including 1. Be authentic. Share personal stories and experiences that are meaningful to you. 2. Be specific. Use vivid details and specific examples to make your stories more engaging. 3. Have a point. Make sure your stories have a clear message or purpose that relates to your work. 4. Practice. Like any skill, storytelling takes practice, so don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. Throughout the chapter, Kleon provides examples of artists and creators who have used storytelling to connect with their audiences and build their brands. He also emphasizes the importance of being vulnerable and honest in one's storytelling, as this can help to create a deeper connection with one's audience. Overall, Chapter 5 of Show Your Work encourages readers to embrace the power of storytelling for sharing their creative work and connecting with an audience. By focusing on telling good stories that are authentic, specific, and purposeful, artists and creators can build a loyal following and make a lasting impact on the world. Chapter 6, Teach What You Know. Austin Kleon urges artists and creators to share their knowledge and expertise with others by teaching what they know. Kleon notes that teaching can be a valuable way to deepen one's own understanding of a subject and to build a following of loyal fans who appreciate one's work. He suggests that even those who do not consider themselves experts can still teach others by sharing what they have learned through their own experiences. Kleon offers several tips for teaching what you know effectively, including 1. Start with the basics. Begin by breaking down complex topics into simple, understandable concepts. 2. Use examples. Provide real-world examples and stories to illustrate your points and engage your audience. 3. Emphasize the process. Focus on teaching your audience how to do something, rather than just giving them information. 4. Be generous. Share your knowledge freely and generously, without expecting anything in return. Throughout the chapter, Kleon provides examples of artists and creators who have successfully used teaching as a way to connect with their audience and build their brand. He also notes that teaching can take many forms, from writing blog posts and giving talks to creating tutorials and online courses. Overall, Chapter 6 of Show Your Work encourages readers to embrace the power of teaching as a way to share their knowledge and connect with others. By focusing on the basics, using examples, emphasizing the process, and being generous with their knowledge, artists and creators can build a loyal following and make a lasting impact on the world. Chapter 7, Don't Turn into Human Spam. In Chapter 7, Austin Kleon focuses on the importance of avoiding the temptation to become human spam in our digital lives. In this chapter, Kleon emphasizes the importance of being thoughtful and strategic in how we promote ourselves and our work online. Kleon notes that with the proliferation of social media and other digital platforms, it can be easy to fall into the trap of incessantly self-promoting and sharing content without regard for its quality or relevance to our audience. This type of behavior can quickly lead to being perceived as spammy and turn off potential followers or customers. Instead, Kleon suggests taking a more thoughtful and intentional approach to sharing our work online. This might involve curating our social media feeds to ensure that we are sharing high-quality content that is relevant to our audience, rather than just constantly promoting ourselves. Kleon also emphasizes the importance of being mindful of how we interact with others online. He suggests engaging in genuine conversations and building relationships with our followers and peers, rather than simply using social media as a platform for self-promotion. Ultimately, the key takeaway from this chapter is that in order to build a successful online presence and cultivate a following for our work, we need to be mindful of how we come across to others and focus on providing value and building genuine connections. By avoiding the trap of becoming human spam, we can position ourselves as trusted authorities and thought leaders in our respective fields. Chapter 8, Learn to Take a Punch. Austin Kleon talks about the importance of being resilient and learning to handle criticism and rejection. He emphasizes that, as a creative person, you need to have a thick skin to be able to deal with negative feedback and not let it derail your progress. Kleon argues that one of the best ways to develop this resilience is to share your work in progress with others and ask for feedback. This allows you to get used to receiving criticism and learn to take it constructively rather than personally. He also suggests that you should seek out negative feedback and criticism instead of avoiding it, because it can help you identify areas for improvement and grow as a creator. Kleon notes that rejection is a natural part of the creative process, and it's important to not let it stop you from continuing to create and share your work. Ultimately, Kleon encourages readers to see criticism and rejection as opportunities for growth and to develop the mental toughness necessary to keep pushing forward in their creative pursuits. Chapter 9, Sell Out. Chapter 9 is called Sell Out, but it's not about compromising your artistic integrity or principles for the sake of commercial success. Instead, Austin Kleon argues that selling out can be a positive thing when it means finding ways to sustain your creative practice and make a living doing what you love. Kleon encourages readers to embrace the idea that making money from their art or creative work is not a bad thing. He notes that it's possible to create work that is both meaningful and profitable, and that making money can actually give you the freedom to continue pursuing your creative passions. However, Kleon also cautions against putting too much pressure on yourself to make a living from your creative work too soon, as it can take time and effort to build an audience and establish yourself in your chosen field. He suggests exploring different avenues for making money from your creativity, such as freelance work, teaching, or licensing your work. Another important point that Kleon makes in this chapter is that you don't have to do it all on your own. He encourages readers to seek out collaborators and partners who can help them build their brand and promote their work. This can include working with agents, publishers, galleries, or other professionals in the creative industry. Ultimately, Kleon argues that selling out is not about compromising your artistic vision, but rather finding ways to sustain yourself and continue creating the work that you love. Chapter 10. Stick Around. In the final chapter, Austin Kleon emphasizes the importance of persistence and long-term commitment to one's creative pursuits. He argues that success rarely comes overnight and that it's important to stick around even when things get tough. Kleon encourages creatives to be patient and not to give up on their work, even when it feels like nobody is paying attention. He advises that the key to long-term success is to keep producing and sharing work consistently, even if it doesn't always receive the immediate attention or recognition that one might hope for. He also emphasizes the importance of building and nurturing relationships with other creatives and community members. By supporting others and collaborating with like-minded individuals, creatives can build a network of support that can help sustain them through the ups and downs of their creative journey. Finally, Kleon reminds readers that the creative process is a journey, and that it's important to enjoy the ride and not become too focused on the destination. He encourages readers to find joy in the process of creating and to embrace the twists and turns that come along the way. Overall, Kleon's message in this chapter is one of perseverance, community, and joy. By sticking around and staying committed to their creative pursuits, he believes that creatives can achieve long-term success and fulfillment in their work. Recapitulation. The main topic of Show Your Work by Austin Kleon is the importance of sharing one's creative work and process with others. The book is a guide for artists, writers, and other creative professionals on how to build an audience and advance their careers by sharing their work and engaging with their audience. Kleon argues that in today's digital age, it's not enough to simply create great work. Artists must also be able to share their work online and build a following in order to succeed. He encourages artists to be open and transparent about their creative process, sharing their successes and failures, inspirations and influences, and their work in progress. One of the key lessons of the book is that sharing one's work is not just about self-promotion, but also about building relationships and contributing to a larger creative community. Kleon encourages artists to engage with their audience, ask for feedback, and learn from others. He emphasizes the importance of being authentic, generous, and supportive of others. Another important lesson of the book is that artists must be willing to take risks and embrace vulnerability in order to share their work. Kleon acknowledges that sharing one's creative work can be scary and intimidating, but he argues that it's worth it in the end. By sharing their work and connecting with others, artists can find new opportunities, collaborators, and fans. Overall, the main topic and lesson of Show Your Work is that sharing one's creative work and process is an essential part of building a successful creative career in today's digital age. By being open, authentic, and engaged with their audience, artists can build a following, find new opportunities, and contribute to a larger creative community.